And we are still at the World Economic Forum on East Asia 2012, Shangri-La, Bangkok. And earlier today, there is a session about the Asian woman for the future moving forward. And one of the person on the panelists is a very, very powerful woman, I would say, especially for the Bangladesh. So I'm honored to have you here with me right now. Miss Rokia Afzal Rahman. I pronounce your name right? You are the president of Bangladesh Federation of Women's Entrepreneurs, or BFWE.
Yes, that's right.
So first of all, before we talk any further on the issue, can I ask you, can you tell us a little bit more about the federation itself?
The federation started because when we first started the Women Entrepreneurs Association in 1994, and then later on in 1996, Women in Small Enterprises, we were working in the capital in Dhaka and in the big cities. And then I thought there was a need, because when I went to secondary towns and to rural Bangladesh, the women were waiting because they had heard that women were doing business, and this was the first time that they were getting an opportunity to do something and get money in their hand. So I thought that we should include them also, and that is why we formed the Bangladesh Federation of Women Entrepreneurs. I have been we've been giving them how to start your business training, skill training, and I take women who have come up in business. They go and tell their own story, which is, you know, they just jump when they hear the story that she was a housewife and now she's doing business and she's earning money and she's bringing so much money home. That makes a lot of difference. Every time there are 2-3 women who go with me, women entrepreneurs.
So I would say your organization is working directly with women that in business or want to start up some business.
There are some who want to start, yes, most of them want to start up, but now we have who are already in business, and the one who want to start up, we call them potential women entrepreneurs. So when we have a program, Women to Women Support Program. So we join hands with a new woman entrepreneur who wants to become an entrepreneur with an existing entrepreneur, and the existing woman entrepreneur teaches her, shows her what the market is, market demand, then brings in some of her products and sells for her. And after a year, then we link her up with a bank who gives her a loan, and then she can do her own business.
Would you say that what your organization are doing is actually tackling some part of the inequality between genders?
Yes. Bangladesh was very, very conservative. When we became independent, women, the only place for the women was in the house. They could not go out of the house. They could not have jobs. They did not have access to education. They did not have access to business. So the first thing for everybody was to give them mobility, because they are 50% of the population. And so education, the government came up with education, private sector gave them jobs in the government factories, and the NGOs like BRAC and Grameen came forward and gave them microcredit programs. And with the microcredit programs, they did their own business, poultry business, fish business, and they did very well, because the first time they had money in their hand. Before that, the money was always in the husband or father's hand.
So the first time they have power.
They have money, and money is power.
Right.
Yes.
So you have been working on these issues probably 20 years, roughly?
Yes.
So what is the change you see throughout the course of these almost 2 centuries? Positive change, negative change, the change dimension of the problems?
2 decades.
Issues? Yes. Almost 2 decades, not 2 centuries. Okay, 2 decades.
2 decades. The change I see is really, really rewarding. I feel very happy, because a woman who is very shy, who says, I don't know anything, I won't be able to do anything, and then when she gets the chance, she blooms, she starts doing, she dresses better, she talks better, she is a different person, and she commands a lot of respect from her neighbors, from her family, from the community. They start calling her for decision-making programs. So there's a big change in the woman.
So a lot of people actually look at this as why we are so concentrated on helping women, or even Ms. Aung San Suu Kyi said in the panel discussion, but this is actually the positive discrimination. What do you think about that?
Positive,
the remark.
Yes, we do. For some time there has to be a positive discrimination. It has to come from men and women because it was society that pushed us back. So it is the duty of society to bring us forward. So if there is positive discrimination for a few years till they are, you know, same, equal, equity, gender equity is the same, then it should be merit, because women, whenever they get a chance, it's not that they are chosen because they're women. They do well. They work hard and they do well. So this is sincere, committed workers.
So as you've been working in this area, what do you think are the most critical issues for women in this region in particular?
The critical issues for women is to support each other. Women should have a connectivity, strong networking. The strong women who have already come up should pull the other women up. Women should be placed into key positions like banks and policy making and politics and ministers. They should support other women, and their support will bring women forward.
How about there will be some people that all their whole life they grow up in such a confined environment or condition that they're not allowed to make decisions or do anything? How can we get access to them? How can we change their mind?
The mind changing, you see, when the woman talks to another woman and they found out that this woman, she got money and she's a different person now. Where did you get the money? I borrowed the money, and you are doing business. So from word of mouth they come to know. And then they have these weekly meetings also. In the weekly meetings they exchange social problems. So that's how they will come to know. And I'm sure she will feel, at the next time she will tell her friend, when you go, please take me. You see, then they go to the center and they learn, they hear.
So in the situation in Bangladesh, can I ask you, is it similar or different from other Muslim countries in the world as of now in terms of the gender gap or the equality or inequality between
Actually, Muslim countries is a term very generally.
Is it fair to mention?
Yes, no, that's fine. Because you see, the people think that because it's a Muslim country, in Islam it is not prohibited.
Right.
Women in Islam went to war, they did business. The first woman in Islam is Khadija, and she was in big business 1400 years ago. So Islam allows women to do business. Islam allows women to go forward. It is the culture of some countries. And because some countries, because you see Malaysia, they move forward. You see Indonesia, they move forward. They're Muslim countries. But some Arab countries don't, because those are their culture. It's not Muslim. It is not because they're Muslim. It's because that's the Arab culture. So Arab culture, in Muslim women are allowed to do this. Arab culture is not allowed to do it. South Asian culture did not allow us. We were Hindus, Christians, Muslims in the South Asian region were restricted.
Right. Okay. So would you say you represent the 21st century woman of Bangladesh?
Yes, maybe. I hope the other women will be smarter than I am.
Can I ask you what keeps you going? Any
the work,
inspiring, especially life-changing story?
Life-changing story. I got the opportunity many years ago. 1962, I got the opportunity to join a bank. In those days, women did not join a bank, and our society didn't like women going to banks. But my father supported me. He said, "You do what you want to do. Just take care of yourself." And I joined the bank in 1962. That was my turning point.
So I would say the family is one of the most important things, one of the most important influence to make a change.
Yes.
So last question, if you can just address or ask the government in the region or also of your country to do something from the woman, I was going to say for your woman, but for the woman of the region or of the world, what would you say to them?
Women, I find, can do anything and everything. So put women everywhere, in every position, in every sector. Allow women to show their capacity and capabilities.
Thank you very much for your time. I feel very honored.
Thank you.
And that's from the World Economic Forum on East Asia 2012. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.